Greetings to all of humanity's real joy. It's a pleasure. It's always my honor to be out here in nature and greeting you, bringing this message of emancipation to you, a message that will set you free if you will listen to me and look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That's the reason why I want to speak to you of the wisdom that came from way back in antiquity and even before. The forever wisdom, the true Melchizedek wisdom. And Abdullah referred to such a wisdom to Neville when he mentioned to Neville that when he looks at the head of the SPHINX that holds the symbol of the four corners of the world, that you would recognize that the head of the SPHINX is the head of a Negro, a melanated one. And it says that man has been unable to unravel the mystery for many years. And it is because it is not their right to interpret that which is original and that which did not come from them or their ancestors. You see, a thief might be able to break in to your house and he might be able to take all the different things that are there. But it doesn't mean that that thief might get the combination for your vault to get the more valuable things. And so our ancestors, they were so wise and so way ahead where science and technology is concerned, that they would have put certain things in place to remind us of who we are. That we'll be able to say by the rivers of Babylon where we sat down and here we wept when we remember Zion. For when they took us away captivity and they wanted us to sing a song. But how can we sing the Lord or the higher self song in a strange land? Do you realize all what I am saying here is what Neville has actually been saying in his lectures? That he met a man who taught him through Christianity, and because that man taught him through Christianity, it exposes him, Neville himself, and his ancestors of stolen identity. For one moment, just think, when Neville says that when you believe in a God or a Christ or Jesus outside of yourself, you have the wrong God. What do you think he's saying? You think he's saying, get the knowledge to see how much house and how much car and how much this and how much that you can get? You think that's what he's saying? He's proving that the Bible was plagiarized and stolen from Kemet, from a people, and it had to come back to those people. But as you know, there are those who can't face the truth. But the truth is what will set me free and set others free. And my motive is to help my brother and my sisters to set themselves free from mental slavery. And that is why it's very important for me to speak on this subject of how the head of the SPHINX represents the head of a Negro, on all the many things that was left in the earth that scientists today cannot unravel. They were laid down there by our ancestors. For my brother and my sisters, though many would love and gravitate towards the law, whereby they can get things in this world. Even Nevill says, what shall it profit a man if he gain this whole world and lose his own soul? Even Neville tells you, don't get too caught up with the law. For what is more important is the promise. And I'm saying to you who are listening to me, we are the children of the promise. We are the people of the Son. We are the people who can transcend faster than any other people in this world. And the reason why our ancestors were able to build the pyramids and the SPHINX is because they knew how to get into the 9th dimension. You see, a lot of people speak about the 7 chakras. But after the 7th, there's the 8th and the 9th. The place of the invisible. And so, there was a divine connection where the people of the sun could connect and communicate through the sun. And give them wisdom beyond what many can fathom today. What I'm saying here might sound crazy, but we have reached a place whereby the science and the technology would have gotten just as far as those who would have stolen our identity, nationality, and spirituality, and everything else that they tried to stolen. It has gotten to only so far. And they're running out of options. Now they're thinking about Mars. You see, my brother and my sister, when you look at the movie Escape Plan, they're trying all out with the escape plan. But my brother and my sisters, this message that was taught by Abdullah to Neville Goddard, it doesn't matter what angle you put it from, because they can come later and say there was no Abdullah. They can say that. Because remember, I always said to you, they hid something about his Wikipedia, and I know what was written there before, so I know. And it's still there if you know where to go on the internet and find it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? And so, the whole message I really want to get to you is the 1959 experience of which Neville would have spoken about. After Abdullah would have left, because he said that Abdullah left in 1956 because he said that was the last time he was with Abdullah, and Abdullah wanted was to go back to Ethiopia to die. He wanted to die in his homeland. How many people want to go back to their homeland to die in their homeland? Not much. Or how many people want to, who looks like me, I should say, want to be close to the sun when they die? But you know, I'll say this as I come close to an end. There's a lot of people who like to speak about the things they know about our ancestors and so on. But when you look deep down, in terms of their actions, it seems like they really love to be Europeanized. They like the lifestyle. They love the house and bustle. They love the cosmopolitan countries, if I should put it that way. They love the concrete jungle life. They love it. And I can't blame them because many of them, they born and they grow up, they do not know anything better. Just like people born in the Caribbean and grow up in the Caribbean, they don't know better. But I'm saying, no, you really know better. You know what I mean? You can do better. And I want to say too that, on the other hand, many people from like the Caribbean and so on, they believe like when they go to America, England, Canada, they'll be fed with a gold spoon and so on. When they come up to this place, they realize, I was down in paradise. You understand? So, you know, I'm saying all of this to really come from a different angle to help to encourage and build people. I'm not here to find favor by compromising with others. I'm not here for that. There's a lot of talk going around about oneness. But there can't be any oneness unless there must be truth. The truth must be told. How could you speak oneness when you're not condemning what was done through slavery? There are those who want to turn around and say it was a hoax. Then who came up with the hoax? And why there's a people suffering from colonialism from a hoax? And why there's a set of people who have been bound in poverty and mediocrity by the educational system and the political system and the religious system that was given to them. You call that hoax? So, my brother, my sisters, I just want to encourage you and I just want to strengthen you to use the very simple things that was said about Abdullah to really encourage you. Just speaking about the head of the SPHINX, that is so powerful. And you know something really dawned on me when people say, it wasn't much was said about Abdullah. Come on, man, wake up. How much more you want to be said? Yeah, man, talk about, look at the SPHINX, tell Neville that. Neville says so. Anything that will be said after these messages, it doesn't make any sense. And that is why when I wrote my book, Abdullah the Black Mystic from Ethiopia, Neville Goddard mentor, many people run thinking that our book would talk about oneness. And we have to forget about the past. No. It speaks the truth. And many people could not deal with the truth. And as long as I'm continue making videos, I'm going to continue to speak the truth. And I feel good standing here knowing the head of the SPHINX is the head of a Negro. That tell me 1,000,001 things. But most of all, when I bust my crown chakra, man, your power, my brother, my sister, your power, your inner power, when you discover that lie of Jesus and Mary's story, you will know what is the envy. You will know what is the envy. So my brother, my sisters, use this message to wake you up. And don't sell yourself short by making your belly your God. Do not hold to the temporal things. Look around and see what a people is offering to you. It's just temporal material things. They never offer to you your true spirituality. They want to recycle ignorance over and over. You realize how people been going around in circles? Ignorance. A man go with a woman and bring back a child coming in this world talking about Jesus, Lord and Savior. I think I'll come to a close because I will go on and on and on and on and on and on. Because right now, how I am feeling towards what I'm seeing happening and how blind and brainwashed our people has been for so long, it really burns my heart. But I think I'll end here for now. I would like to say to you, if what I'm saying is resonating with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. But let me just say this. Remember this message that I bring to you, that it is the singular I. Yes, the singular I message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if I be single, your whole body be full of light. I'm saying to you, our ancestors knew about their singular I. Because it is when that singular I awakes within our ancestors and they ascend like fiery being,
and both their concha can come out of the skull and be connected with the sun again. That's when many of them would have known their Christ self, and they kept the wisdom and the knowledge throughout the mystery schools. And that's why I'm saying to you, my brother and my sisters, when you two have this experience, you'll realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For the Bible is truly the sun book, and it is stated in Psalms 84:11 that the Lord thy God is a sun, S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. Man, basic common sense will teach you. The sun has never withhold any good thing from humanity. For the sun is what powers all of humanity and gives all of humanity its energy. Then in Malachi chapter 4 and verse 2, you're told also that the sun, S-U-N, of righteousness. Man, you see where to find righteousness? In discovering the sun shall arise in you. Now outside of you. Now no man 2,000 years ago. Now no S-O-N. Now no Jesus. The sun, S-U-N, of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. And I'm saying to you, when the sun is risen in you, it will bring healing to all of humanity. And you do not care about your life. You don't care about death. Because you know death ain't real. I know what I am speaking about. As long as you come out from here, you know death ain't real. No fear. You're fearless. And my brother and my sisters, that is the reason why I'm bringing this encouragement to you. Saying to you to use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your God power, because you're God in flesh. Your creative power, which is actually the sexual power that the oppressor tell you mustn't enjoy until you go and sign a piece of paper and pay the government when they will have rape and plunder our ancestor. Use that power to achieve your every desire. For that was the message that was taught to Neville Goddard by our ancestor, Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.